It's very romantic and dark, and that's kind of where the collection is headed as we go around. It gets darker.
Yeah, this one is a flutter sleeve. Oops.
Don't burn yourself.
Okay, the back is like cool too. So it like goes around and then goes off one shoulder. Well, again, with the movement idea. But this, as we get further into the collection, we start getting a little more experimental in the construction and the pattern work. Like this piece here, from the back around also, and then back to the zipper, it's one pattern piece. This is one piece here. This is all one piece, you know, so.
We love exploring with like the draping and the pattern making skills. That's what we love to do.
Yeah, it creates something that's pretty unique, I think.
Yeah.
Great.
Without the seam lines everywhere. So.
For example, the next piece that you see is one pattern piece, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
This dress is literally one piece of fabric, no more than that.
Then talk to me a little bit about the beading that you did on the top, because I think that's really gorgeous.
This beading, we did a more encrusted cluster feel to it instead of,
instead of it being so perfect and contrived, it's more, you know.
Yeah, it's a little more organic. We used like I think 8 different types of beads for it that, you know, we just found and bought separately and thought they worked well together. So this piece is interesting because the top is it's pretty heavy on the top, but the bottom, there's no understructure in this either, and it's so light and airy.
I mean, I think what I really like about it is it's jewelry blended with the actual dress itself, and I think that really has a really great
like that, because then you don't have to.
And all the embellishment is done by hand too.
Great.
It makes it very unique because a lot of the trims and a lot of the embellishments that you see nowadays, they're all like, you know, come in one package, the whole necklace.
Sure.
And we do everything.
Yeah, so this one again, it's all one pattern piece, so it's folded up into itself, and then it's all hand sewn.
And I don't even think you really noticed it from the front, but again, I think the hips look really great on this piece. I think you did a really good job with that.
Got a little theme going with that, I think.
I think it's very McQueen-esque. I really like it.
People have been saying that. That's like the nicest compliment I've ever gotten in my life, I think. I wouldn't, okay, this is a really conceptual piece again. This is a custom print design. Then we use this, creating the movement through this with the print and some chiffon pieces. And this is crinkle silk chiffon over charmeuse.
This piece really expresses our love for using textures, and surface texture is so important. Sometimes that's what makes someone want to go up to the garment and like feel the fabric and touch it. So
this is a fun one because I don't know, I feel like it's very wearable. Hot pants, I love wearing hot pants. But there's charmeuse hot pants, how more fun can you get? With ruffles on the side. This top is hand dyed and fabric manipulations with silk tulle. And then we have a little bra top bandeau underneath. So they can all be worn separately. I could see this paired with a nice pair of like high-waisted jeans or...
We really love hand dyeing fabric, and in this piece and the following pieces that you'll see, it really shows our love for playing around and doing it differently.
This piece again is pretty interesting construction. That has the pattern piece is wrapped from the front all the way to the back. With an array of fabrics from silk tulle, silk chiffon, charmeuse, organza.
We love draping, you know, we love draping chiffon and
just playing with the different lines.
Is it difficult for you when you're both manufacturing and just kind of sketching to go front to back and, you know, to try to keep things consistent in one piece?
Well,
No, it's really not difficult to sketch, but I believe that me and Bianca work more organically. Like we love going straight to the form, and we love draping and coming up with these techniques by hand instead of sketching everything. So yeah, we do sketch, but we have so much fun when we're draping and when it's us and the mannequin, like one-on-one, you know. You know what I mean?
Sure, no, definitely.
It's just the way that we like to work too, and some of the greatest ideas come from doing that.
I don't think I've ever sketched, well, on this collection, I don't think I sketched the back of anything.
Okay.
You know, because it really depends, like these lines where you want to carry it when it gets to the back of the form, like as you're going around. So, especially when there's no side seams, you know, the backs are a whole nother story. So, okay, here's our lovely model. This is a really fun piece. It's 3 pieces. There's a jumpsuit underneath, which is a little knit jumpsuit that has this cowl neck attached to it, chiffon pants, and a Duchess satin jacket.
The greatest thing about this look in particular is that it can be styled 3 different ways. We have the romper underneath. The romper can be worn with the sheer pant, and then the romper and the sheer pant can be worn with the jacket. So it's really 3 different looks, and if you look in the lookbook, you'll see that.
I really like the jacket and kind of the collar and how that's positioned.
Do you want to turn around to the back?
And we love that slim sleeve, keeping it slim but still having drama in the shoulder.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, you know, kind of repeated throughout the collection where you see it. You
Inspired
know,
by like Victorian structure.
I think for future pieces that we're going to be doing, this is kind of the direction that we're going to be heading in. I know style-wise, the sheer bottoms are, I know it's a trend right now, but I think personally we just like doing that also. But I want to continue working with that kind of idea and keeping it form-fitting and structured. I mean, form-fitting and slimming, but still structured, like with the shoulders and the collar. It just is very powerful, and women should feel powerful when they get up in the morning and get dressed. You know, it's very important.
Sure, and talking about women feeling powerful, we talked about this a little bit before the interview, but who do you see wearing these pieces?
I think anyone can wear these pieces, you know, people who really like original, one-of-a-kind things. I know, personally, my mom wants me to make this jacket for her, and she's 60, don't tell her I said that, but she loves it, and I could wear it, and Rachel wants to wear it, you know, I mean, anyone, I mean, maybe not the jumper underneath, but depending on how comfortable you feel.
People have to appreciate that one-of-a-kind jacket that they're going to have in their wardrobe forever, and they can wear it out on any night, and that's exactly what we love to do, is create these one-of-a-kind pieces.
And even if our customer isn't the most feminine person, you know, I think that maybe there's something about it, you know, that they would want to be feminine after seeing one of our pieces.
And then they can style it in a different way.
Yeah, you can, and changing the color also can change that too, but...
Sure.
I think, yeah.
Thank you.
This is our finale.
This is our finale gown. It's actually 2 separate pieces though, so it could be worn separately and sold separately, and it's a top and a skirt, but I mean it's created as a whole look. But this one is an interesting piece. You can really see the dyeing techniques that we like to use in this, but this is kind of a combination of everything together, with the beading, the pleating, the dyeing. We have pin tucks, radiating pin tucks that go up the back.
This technique up here that you see right up on the neckline, that's a technique that we came up with, a wire beaded mesh. It's very interesting. So it's kind of like jewelry making. So we combine jewelry making into the clothing.
Yeah, like you said, you wouldn't need to wear a necklace or any kind of accessory with this piece.
Can we swing around and get the back of the...
The back?
Yeah.
We can't move this mannequin, so...
This piece right here is one of the pieces that we were really inspired by, the silhouette of going from a tight waist, once again, out at the hip. And we really love all of the fabric manipulation techniques that we decided to use. Up here at the top, we have the pin tucks and the pleats, and then it moves down to hand beading. This technique we also came up with together, and we just love the idea of the swirling of the chiffon fabrics because it really goes along with like our theme for this collection.
Sure, and I think we talked a little bit earlier about the fact that this is kind of really heavy with the beading. So
it is really heavy. The weight is awesome. If you feel it, like it's actually a good thing. And going over the understructure underneath it, there is an understructure that is holding all of this weight.
And how did she put that together?
In order to keep it up,
a lot of draping and a lot of tulle. And wire.
Underneath each panel, there's horsehair that this is sewn to keep the weight not pulling the crepe here that we have. And then on the understructure, we have we made a full tulle underskirt with boning and everything to keep that shape. It's like a little cupcake under there.
I like the circle skirts.
Yeah, like hoop skirts.
Like the hoop skirts. We kind of took that idea for the under piece, and it really worked. But it wasn't easy to come up with the first solution wasn't the answer. So then we tried again, and we tried to make it perfect, and we finally got to it. So a lot of experimentation goes into these things. You learn a lot.
We definitely did our fair amount of experimenting.
Well, I think this is a really lovely piece. It's a really lovely collection. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you
so much. Thank you so much.
And we'll look forward to seeing more from you next season.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.